They're going to try and end that tonight, get the offense going, and hopefully get some pitching that will take them deep. In this kind of a season for players, it can be very tough to focus. Well, there is one player very focused, and that is Adam Jones. The number at 304, you see the last 17 games, he's had 4 home runs, 4 doubles, 14 RBIs. He's looking for a 300 batting average, and he's looking for 100 RBIs, and he's running. He is hustling every play out. Last night, getting on an error that was charged that would help open the door up for the Orioles in the inning. He's learned that. That's part of the maturity of Adam Jones. And it can be tough, Mike, in this kind of a year when you're playing for the Orioles to remain focused night after night.
Yeah, and to do it both offensively and defensively. Adam Jones has played a marvelous center field for this year. He has the most chances of any center fielder, most assists by any center fielder, so he's doing it with the glove. I mean, he really is showing that he's a multi-talented young star on the horizon.
There have only been a couple of center fielders in Orioles history who've had 100 RBIs in a season. Brady Anderson, Mike Devereaux. He's on pace right now to have about 101, so maybe he'll reach that number.
And yeah, he's on pace for those kind of numbers, you know, career high in home runs, career high in RBIs, and it's really establish yourself. When you establish yourself as a major leaguer, what you want is that line to read 300, 25 to 30 and 100 RBIs. That's when you've arrived.
That's what Adam's going after this year. For the Orioles, what they're going after is a starter who can take them deep into a ball game. Tommy Hunter's going to get the chance.
He's going to get a second chance at it, the second start of the year in Oriole uniform, and we'll see after his first start, 4 innings, 8 hits. What was interesting, his pitch count was on the high side. He had close to 80, but he didn't walk anybody. He only had 1 strikeout. So even out of his own mouth, he was saying, I pitched in poor counts. I had to throw fastballs in fastball counts, and certainly that does change a lot for any starting pitcher, and at least he recognized what the problem was.
Take a look at what he said after that start.
Yeah, when you don't throw strikes and your pitch count gets up, you're behind in counts, you get fastballs, and certainly he recognized. We'll see how he comes out tonight. This is a club that's scoring a lot of runs early. He's going to have to be prepared early.
And the Orioles lineup is going to look a little different tonight. When we come back, we'll take a look at it. Vladdy's going to get the night off, so a new number 4 hitter. That at first pitch when we return. Is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines' new Rapid Rewards, unlimited reward seats, and no blackout dates. Gorgeous evening after a beautiful summer day here in the Baltimore area. Camden Yards tonight ready to go. Let's take a look at our train game time temperature. Visit train.com for an independent train comfort specialist dealer near you. It's hard to stop a train. 90 degrees, virtually no breeze, and the humidity's dropped way down to just 28%. Well, here's the lineup for the ball club that's won 5 in a row and their last 7 on the road. For the White Sox, brought to you by Southwest Airlines, Pierre the Great Vizquel gets a start at short. Konerko, Quinton, Yuzynski, Rios, Dunn, Beckham, and Morel. You say Omar Vizquel, a lot of games against the Orioles and 18 doubles.
The scouting report tonight for Tommy Hutter, and it's to be ready early. The White Sox in this, so far, the first 2 games of this series, 4-run leads in both games early. And I guess go back to the happy birthday for Tommy Hunter. His only start against the White Sox when he was a member of the Rangers last July 3rd. Beat the White Sox 3-1. Beat the White Sox, that's correct, 3-1. And to stay close again, the Orioles are not scoring a lot of runs early, so it's imperative that he gets out of the gate well tonight.
A lot of comeback efforts for the Orioles of late, and they'd like to avoid that tonight. So Hunter will give it a whirl as he will look for his second victory of the season after coming over to the Orioles and getting another chance at it as a starter. With Texas this year, he was 1-1, 8 relief appearances for the Rangers, spent most of the time at AAA Round Rock for them, and as a starter lifetime 22-13, 45 major league starts. Tommy Hunter ready to go. Buck Showalter's team looking to go up on the White Sox in the season series that is now even at 3 apiece. Here's Juan Pierre. The Orioles have been able to hold Pierre down so far. He's only 1 for 10, so the speed aspect of the game that's developed by their leadoff batter for the White Sox has not been on base to get it going. And he will take that pitch on the inside corner and quickly goes to 0-2. Bill Miller's the home plate umpire for the game, and is getting a first look at Pierre as he turns around to ask where that last pitch was already. The 0-2 is a comebacker. Nice play. And it'll be hauled in on a little soft liner.
Let's take a look at our Nissan defense tonight. Felix Pierre will be in left. Adam Jones in center. Markakis will man right field. Reynolds and Hardy on the left. Andino and Davis on the right. Matt Wieters behind the plate. And it's Nissan's bottom line sales event, and we're laying it all on the line. Visit ChooseNissan.com or your local dealer today.
Here is Omar Vizquel, the great veteran, hitting .254, almost as much a coach as a player right now. He's Gold Glove winner, and he's got 11 of them. Limited action, only 1 for 13 in his last 5 starts. He's had 37 starts on the year, and he's going to be working at shortstop in this game.
Yeah, Ramirez made his first error in, I think, the last 34 games, and 0 for 8 in the series, so Vizquel will get the start tonight.
1 ball, 1 strikeout, and Vizquel will take it away. One of the oldest players ever to appear in a White Sox uniform, 23rd season. He's 44 years old. Carlton Fisk was the last player that age to dress for a White Sox game. And a 2-ball, 2-strike count on Vizquel. And all that is not to say he still can't play the game.
Yeah, they still say, he still can play the outstanding defense, his trademark.
Limited at bat, so that makes it a little tougher for him at the plate. 2-2 delivery to him, and that'll be taken inside. And Hunter will take the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. For Hunter against Chicago, only 1 start. July of 2010, 7 innings, gave up a run on 9 hits and got a victory. And Vizquel will punch that one just foul. As Vizquel got around on that one that hung up a little bit. For Hunter, lifetime, 23 wins, 14 losses. Coming off that great season last year. One of the question marks of baseball, if you will, after going 13-4 last year. Nowhere near that this season. Injuries a part of it. Markakis is under it, and Vizquel is retired, 2 down. And we'll bring up Konerko, the DH, playing with that very bad left leg. For those who have watched the first 2 games, can hardly run, can't slide, has not affected his hitting. A 25-plus homer, 300-plus average players: Bautista, Matt Kemp, Paul Konerko, Prince Fielder, with big numbers both in the long ball and in average. Konerko, you believe this? I mean, he can almost be thrown out at first base from left field, but he continues to swing the bat. It is amazing that he can continue to hit with that leg.
Well, we talked about it. Really, he's not going to overstride. He's not going to put a lot of pressure. Almost a no-stride approach and using his hands, and it's certainly he's been hitting over 300 all year long, as you said.
Amazing. He's now got a 7-game hit streak. So Konerko is on. Ozzie Guillen has let him make the choice. He said if Konerko wants to play, I want him in there.
Yeah, as long as they're comfortable, he can't injure himself any further or something permanent.
It's a bruise after being hit by a pitch the end of July. And here is Carlos Quentin. Quentin's got a 4-game hit streak. He's 3 for 8 in this series. Continues to be one of the best road hitters in Major League Baseball. First in homers, first in RBIs on the road in the American League. And a dangerous hitter. Pitch will be taken inside. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count on Quentin.
That's the thing. A lot of clubs try to pitch him in, but he doesn't give any ground. He's been hit 21 times. That leads the league by a large margin.
1-ball, 1-strike count. In the air to center. Hit hard. Jones going back. Warning track. Wall. He's got it. 410 feet away. Quentin retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. The revised Oriole lineup. We'll take a look at it when we come back. Tonight, here's the lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Vladdy is out. PA goes into the leadoff spot. Hardy, Markakis, Jones into cleanup. Wieters, Reynolds, Davis, Reimold, and Andino. Batting cleanup. Adam Jones, not many chances, 3 for 8.
Let's take a look at the scouting report on Phil Umber. Driving skills, and that has to do with being good on the road, and that's exactly what he's been all about. 5-2 on the road with a 3.14 ERA. And to be the leading man, he needs to get the leadoff hitter off. He's retired 74%, 3/4 of the leadoff men. He's retired. That bodes well. And also right away, he's one of the toughest pitchers against right-handed hitters. They're hitting 178. That is the 3rd best in the major leagues against right-handers. So he dominates that side of the plate.
He has had a tale of 2 seasons. A very good start, and of late 0-4 with a 7.97 earned run average in his last 4 starts. Yikes. PA, the Orioles will try and add to that misery. PA has had a couple of hits and 2 at-bats in the series. Umber, 28 years old. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and PA will take it away for a ball.
It just seemed to make some sense. Felix PA, again, a great night last night against Gavin Floyd, who he seems to have ownership over. But he's had great numbers against the White Sox, 21 for 56 in his career. So for whatever reason, this is a club that he hits extremely well and is a pitching-dominated ball club. 9th
chance in the leadoff spot this season for PA. who gets the start in left field with Reimold DHing tonight. And that'll go to short, and Vizquel's right there to put it away.
Let's take a look at our Nissan starting defense for the White Sox. They have committed the fewest errors in the American League with just 52. Pierre in left, Rios in center, Quinton will man right field, Morel, Vizquel on the left, Beckham, Adam Dunn back out at first base tonight, and A.J. Pierzynski, who has had a big offensive series back behind the plate.
And a strike taken by Hardy. 3 for 9 on the series. 20 home runs, 53 RBIs. Humber's pitch is outside, and it'll go to 1-1. For Hardy, here in August, he's continued to hit well. 6 for 20 with 2 home runs, 300 batting average. He and Nick Markakis are both getting at the 300 mark for the month of August, this being the 10th day as this season rockets along. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Hardy has added the long ball in this series. Jesse Crain suffered it.
Yeah, they're up a right-hander. A 3-run homer that gave the Orioles temporarily the lead that night. Had a big series, doubled his second, third time up, and then that 3-run homer.
2-2 delivery to Hardy, and that was up, and that's where he hits it. It'll be back behind the screen and a foul ball. Orioles chasing a ball club which gained ground last night with their 1-run victory over the Orioles. They are a game behind Cleveland in second place and 4 games behind the Tigers, who were in first. Tigers have lost 2 in a row, and Cleveland also lost last night, so it was a night for Ozzie Guillen's team to pick one up on each of those teams. And the pitch is taken outside. We were talking before the game about this White Sox team. If they can get there, they're going to be a very tough team to play against because their bullpen is so good, and they've got at least 3 real good starters. Deep to left field. He's done it again. Goodbye home run. J.J. Hardy gets his 21st homer of the season, and the Orioles get a 1-0 lead.
#21st homer of the year for J.J. Hardy. Again, this is against a pitcher that dominates right-handed hitting. The ball runs back to the middle of the plate, and Hardy is waiting about 8 rows up in left center field. No doubt about it.
So Hardy continues to have this magnificent season, and the Orioles get one of those rare early leads in a ball game. Nick Markakis will take a strike. For Umber, that's the 5th home run surrendered against a right-hander. He's given up 10 overall. 0-1 pitch to Markakis. That's going to be into right field. He's got a base hit. So Nick is on. He's got a 4-game hit streak, and the Orioles, with 1 away, have a runner at first base.
Yeah, on the board early. That's a good sign. Markakis getting back down the end of that bat again. This hits a bullet in the right field and pulling the ball more of late.
9 of Hardy's home runs have been hit here in this ballpark. Here's the new cleanup batter for the night. Adam Jones is in a bit of a short funk at the moment. He's not had a hit in his last 12 at bats. Umber's delivery to him, and that'll be fouled away.
And I think he really likes hitting in this cleanup spot. I think you can forget the 0 for 12 recently. I mean, he seems to certainly have liked the more defensive responsibility, and he's liking more offensive responsibility.
It's only his 3rd chance starting in the spot in the lineup. But Showalter saying Vladimir Guerrero just needs a rest. Only 1 for his last 18. That's to left field. That's a base hit. Well, that'll get him out of the 0 for 12. And the Orioles have runners at first and second and only 1 out. And Umber is picking up where he has left off in the last few games.
Yeah, early bullets, even the lineup by PA to start the game. So everything right on the barrel so far against Philip Umber. But you're right, he's lost his last 4. It's almost as if they said he hit the wall.
Very short outings in most of those, Mike.
Yeah, against the Red Sox, Detroit, and the Yankees. Of course, they beat up really on this whole staff. But he has not had a lot of injuries over the years. He's been with 5 different clubs and got off to the great start with the White Sox this year.
Don Cooper hoping to have seen some corrections here already. You can tell the headache is forming as he takes the hat off. Here's Wieters. Wieters at 4 for 7 in the first 2 games of this series, and he'll miss on that one for a strike. Umber, a very high draft pick, and as Mike said, it's the injuries that have really moved him around. He was first round, 3rd overall in 04, and then acquired, being claimed off waivers by the White Sox from the A's this past January.
He's been claimed off waivers twice in his career.
Wieters will put it up in the air to left center field. Pierre comes in, and he's got it, and there are 2 down. Wieters retired. There's barely a time gone by that Umber's not been hurt. It started right away in his first year, a right hip problem. Then he had right elbow tear, the ulnar collateral ligament. That bothered him the next year, elbow surgery. And he's had right elbow inflammation off and on along the way. So he's never really gotten to a point where he's been healthy.
Yeah, the most innings in any season are around 140, and that would mean, minor league, AAA and big league combined, and he's at 124 right now. So I feel like he's kind of reaching the end of the tank. Just so many years of just around that 140 inning pitch mark.
Reynolds an 0 for 8 in the series. Mark with runners at first and second base, and there are 2 down. Swung on a miss. The Orioles' runner in scoring position numbers have continued to go down, and it's an area where if the Orioles are going to get some wins, they've just got to pick that number back up again. They've not been able to find the big hits or even the sacrifice flies when they've had runners at third and less than 2 outs. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Reynolds, and a good pitch down and into him, 1-2.
Umber got that in a pretty good spot. And Reynolds, to me, he's always a threat no matter what the count and no matter what his track record. But he's had tough luck, certainly, against the White Sox. In this series, 5 strikeouts, and on the year, 3 for 23 with 10 strikeouts. But you're really kind of just one hanging slider away from a 3-run homer at any given time.
Don't make a mistake. Timeout taken by Pierzynski as he wanted to go through the signs again. Mark has faced Umber a few times. Not many Orioles have. Jones was 0 for 4 against him. He's got a base hit. Reynolds 0 for 3. Runners off first and second with the 1-2 count. And Reynolds put that one back into the seats. For Umber against the Orioles, 6th appearance, 2nd start. He is 0-1 with a 2.84 earned run average. He was charged with a loss on April 30, allowing 2 runs, 3 hits in 7 innings in the outing against the Orioles. Not a bad outing. It won another low-scoring game when the Orioles won the first 3 games that were played in Chicago.
Yeah, Chris Tillman got the win that day. The Orioles won 6-2. He also made a couple of relief appearances here at Camden Yards back in 08. Just pitched 3 2/3, allowed an earned run.
Good speed on the base pass for the Orioles with Markakis and Jones. If Reynolds can put one in play, this is where the Orioles would dearly love to be able to get more than one. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he takes it, and it is up high. Good eye. And it'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And that's where you're waiting to hear the audible from the whole plate umpire.
Never turned around.
A little bit of flinch, don't look.
And we should mention Jim Hoy has got the plate. They had a lineup change for the umpires. Chris Connors at first base. Bill Miller is not with the crew in this game tonight. 2 ball, 2 strike count. And Reynolds will pop that one up again. Pierzynski coming back. And there'll be no play on this either, just behind the screen. Paul Konerko and Mark Reynolds tied for 4th in the American League in home runs right now with 26. Jose Bautista still leads. The home run numbers are really coming down since the All-Star break, the ratios. Bautista's been stuck at 33 for a while, and Mark Teixeira got the 32, and he's kind of stuck there of late. We're not seeing the barrage of homers that we saw in the games before the All-Star break. Reynolds 2-2. Mark will take that. So a full count. The runners will be going. 3-2, 2 down, first inning with a run in on the Hardy home run.
And already 25 pitches thrown by Philip Humber.
He has the 9th best batting average by opponents at .227 in the American League. I mean, a pretty big number, but it's only a .500 record. Here's the 3-2. Runners go, and he goes. So Reynolds a strikeout victim, but the Orioles are on the board as J.J. Hardy. I guess it doesn't matter whether you're hitting first or second. He's still going to hit home runs. That's number 21 in the year. 1-0 O's. By Luna. Call today for the Luna Double. Get your second room of flooring free. 877-2401 Luna. Hit by pitches. Black and blue kind of game for Carlos Quentin. He crowds and leans and has been hit 21 times. Then you got Danny Espinosa, Kevin Youkilis, Justin Upton, Gordon Beckham of the White Sox hit 10 times. Most of those names on there are there every year. Quentin, Youkilis, Upton. They get over the plate. And the pitch will be taken for a strike. A.J. Pierzynski. He's had a 4 for 7 in this series. And against the Orioles, hitting .333 in the year with a couple of home runs. He'll tap that one foul from Tommy Hunter. Pierzynski anchoring that number 5 spot. Rios and then Dunn. The White Sox have been using the home runs in August to win games. They've got 14 of them, more than any other American League team in August. That will be fouled away. And most of those are coming on the road, where this ball club is now 33-26.
They just had a great run on the road, but you're right. The home runs in August way up. They hit 18 the whole month of July, and that's like their lowest in 19 years. So quite the turnaround.
Here's the 0-2 delivery up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Hit too hard for Hunter to get down on, and a leadoff single. Our Maryland Lottery double play contestant of the game, Gary Oxendine from Brooklyn. For every double play the Orioles turn during the game, Gary, you're going to get $1,000 from the Maryland Lottery. Nice choice by your mother on the first name, by the way. And now you can enter 2 great scratch-offs for a chance to win. See how you can turn non-winning double play or amazing 8 scratch-offs into cash or O's prizes. Go to mdlottery.com/double play. Good luck, Gio.
Yeah, good old Gary from Brooklyn.
Good old Gary from Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn, Maryland. Here's Alex Rios. First ball hitting, fouls it away. Rios has had a 2 for 8 in this series and an amazing .346 batting average in August. That has upped him to .216.
He and Adam Dunn have just had a long summer.
It'll all be forgotten if one or both can put up some numbers here in the final month and a half. Center field, Jones has it lined up. One down. Pierzynski will go back to the bank. And that'll bring up Adam Dunn. So these two hitting back to back. The other night in the first game, as we mentioned, for Rios and Dunn, it was the fourth ball game this year in which each of them was able to get a hit, a run, and an RBI. Only the fourth time it's happened for two players who were expected to be real key contributors to their offense.
Well, they thought they had their DH cemented in, cleanup hitter, and Rios has always been an outstanding young center fielder.
Dunn will take the pitch for a strike. If Dunn does not pick it up, he will have one of the most surprising seasons in baseball history, going from good to bad. It is almost unfathomable that a player that put up 7 great seasons as he has with homers and RBIs and a decent average has just fallen off the map, hitting at 165. 11 home runs, 40 RBIs. This is the 100 RBI plus guy for 7 consecutive years. Here's the 1-1 delivery to him. Dunn will foul it off.
Hey, really, you're right. It seems almost unfathomable. It just, always been high strikeouts and high walks and high home runs, and it seems like 100 RBIs. Usually hits between, seems right around 260 and plays almost every game, and just has fallen off to a 165 average. Played against lefties and righties this year. Can't buy a hit against a left-hander.
And called out. He thought that pitch was low.
There's a little cut fastball. They try to throw Dunn this a lot this series to try to backdoor, have him give up on it, and then it comes back to catch the outside corner. That even got a little bit more of the plate than probably intended. It's almost like he has a blind spot away.
So Hunter gets a strikeout, his first. Pierzynski still at first, 2 down. Here's Beckham. Gordon Beckham in a cut.
And that's a good one.
Cutter slider.
That's a cutter slider. It's either a short good slider or a cutter. It's kind of stayed on the same plane, but that was a real good one. He's only thrown 5 balls so far out of 25 pitches.
0-1 count to Beckham. Beckham with a 3-game hit streak. Fouls it back. He's extended it with a hit in each of the first 2 games of this series. Hunter throwing some strikes here, and Beckham down on the count 0-2.
Yeah, he talked about it. Need to throw more strikes, and he's coming out right out of the gate throwing strikes.
Well, we've mentioned it seemingly every day, every start for these starters. This is a chance. The Orioles need pitching. That'll go to short, and Hardy's right there to get it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. And the Orioles with the early 1-0 lead. Bottom third of the order. Davis will lead it off coming up. Make sure you look up the new T-shirt shop. It's a great place located on the lower level concourse third base side. You can do whatever you want with the jerseys within reason. You can order customized jerseys, put your logo on it, put a favorite name on it, special occasions, make great gifts. As a matter of fact, you know you got to get that Christmas shopping started. Stop in. It's the T-shirt shop here at Camden Yards. And pitch taken for a strike. Chris Davis at first base in the game, 0 for 4 in the series. He started 2 of the 3 so far. Reimold and Andino will follow. Umber will miss inside. Left-handers hitting .258 off him. Right-handers 178. 5 home runs each way. Shift is on. That didn't take long. And he goes right into the middle of it and has a base hit. Morel, the third baseman, was diving for it behind the bag and couldn't get it. Davis on.
This one's just going to go right back up the middle once it gets by Umber. Swing single to center. Beating the shift. Right over the top. Great camera shot.
That's our Jeep Expo, brought to you by the 2011 Jeep Compass. So Davis is on with a base hit. 4 for the Orioles in the game. Reimold is DHing. 1 for 4 in the series. In the air to center. He got a pretty good piece of it, but just missed. Near the warning track, Rios will get it. Runner tagging, throw to second will not be in time. Good play by Davis to get the extra base.
Yeah, just misses this ball a little bit towards the end of the bat, and the throw back in from Rios, and Davis alertly moves up. That ball got around the 400-foot mark. You see Wayne Kirby going over and saying, go.
That's a pretty good read right there, because a lot of runners, it would be halfway on a ball like that. Wayne Kirby helping him out, judging where the ball is going to end up so he can get back to the bag and tag. So a runner in scoring position. Here's Andino. Andino 1 for 7 in the series. Only 1 away. Strike taken by Andino. RBI chance for him. This is where the Orioles are trying to pick up the pace. And they get these opportunities, trying to deliver the hits that put those runs on the board. Here's the 0-1. And towards the middle, Vizquel can't get it. And a run will score right here. Davis will come in, and the Orioles have a 2-0 lead. Andino will get a single.
Second hit in the inning. This looks like it's going to go off the webbing of Omar Vizquel's glove. He touches the ball, he's going to have a play on it again, right off that webbing.
Well, there are the little things. The Orioles talked last night about 4 or 5 little things they didn't get done.
They're going away, yeah, the other way.
Tonight they're getting it done. Orioles had been just 6 for 22 with runners in scoring position before the base hit by Andino. So the Orioles get a 2-0 lead in the game. Andino's at first base. PA lined out his first time up. In at third base, Morel. And PA will take it away for a ball. 2 runs on 5 hits for the O's. And taking a look down to Willie Randolph. This PA is Andino was looking over. A lot of stolen bases against Umber. That's going to be a base hit. PA's on. He's going to make the turn at second and hold up on the throw made by Carlos Quinton. So PA's got a single. 3 hits in the inning.
Really taking advantage again of that hole created with a runner being held on. Gets that bat head out. Looks like a straight changeup from Phil Umber. Again, one of the toughest guys in all of baseball to hit for right-handers. He was already with 3 base hits by a righty, including the home run by Hardy.
Now, I don't know what was said by Buck Showalter last night or today, but something was said, I guarantee you. This is a different ball club from last night in the way they're running on the base paths and looking to take advantage of opportunity.
Yeah, it just feels different already.
Yeah. I mean, there's Andino making a turn where he's probably not going to go to third, but you know something? You want to make the right fielder throw the ball, because you never know. It could end up in the seat somewhere and you get a base.
Yeah, you want to apply a lot of pressure to the defense.
And the Orioles are doing that here early in the game. And they did not do that last night. So first and second for the Orioles, only one away, and here's Hardy. The home run is 21st. Came in the first inning as J.J. Hardy continues chasing down a career high in homers. And a look back to second base with Beckham, the second baseman, moving over.
That's the thing, you can run on Humber too. They've stolen 10 stolen bases, only been caught twice.
1-0 count. And Hardy towards the hole, knocked down Vizquel, and he's got no play. You talk about a tough inning for one player in the ball game. Vizquel is having that here tonight.
Yeah, the great veteran player, one off the webbing of the glove. This one looks like it goes off the heel of the glove. Just so unusual to see that again. Playing time, not what it was, and certainly not the kind of player he was 10 years ago.
Ironic, because before the game, Buck Showalter was talking about Ramirez, the shortstop, saying he probably has as good a range as any ball player in baseball at short. And where does the ball go tonight? To short. Where Vizquel's playing. Bases loaded, one away. Nick Markakis. And Nick will take the pitch down low for a ball. So what an opportunity for the Orioles. Lead runner Andino a single, PA a single, Hardy an infield single. And Nick Markakis, who had a single his first time up, with a chance to extend the lead. Orioles already have 7 hits. That one will go in the air, not deep to left field. Runner tagging at third base, Andino. Pierre, Andino's going to go. Not a good arm. Comes into third, sac fly. RBI for Markakis, and the Orioles have a 3-0 lead.
Well, certainly outstanding scouting. Willie Randolph at third. They know how well Juan Pierre throws or doesn't throw. And just no chance, no question on sending Andino right away.
You could already write about 5 chapters about baseball on how to do little things right in this ball game already that have given the Orioles a 3-0 lead.
And you're exactly right.
And taking advantage of opportunities, running things out, knowing outfielders' arms.
Tagging up from first, situational hitting between first and second.
Yeah. Jones will pop it up towards second base. Beckham is back and under it, and he's got it. But the Orioles add a couple of runs on 4 hits. They leave 2 on base, and Buck Showalter's team, looking to take their 4th against the White Sox this year, have the lead. Brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines new Rapid Rewards, unlimited reward seats and no blackout dates. And by Nissan's Bottom Line Sales Event. Tremendous selections, great offers, bottom line savings. Visit ChooseNissan.com or see your local dealer. Gary Thorne, Mike Flanagan, the Orioles on this gorgeous summer evening. Jumping out to the early 3-0 lead. Tommy Hunter looking to take advantage of that. See if he can pick up a W here tonight. Lost in his first outing for the Orioles. 1-2 record overall on the year at the major league level. Here's Brent Morel, 2 for 8 in the series, including a home run, his second of the year. Off the screen, 2 strikes. John Russell, who ended up managing after Buck Showalter was heaved from the ball game last night, fouled away. He was good enough to go in and listen to part of the broadcast. Told him I was sorry about that and apologized that he had to do that. 0-2 count. Morel will hit the chopper. Hunter gets him. Take a look at our Home Depot, doing more on defense wherever he may be.
Outstanding defense. Mark Reynolds at first base. He's done it all. Certainly of late, he's gone from 1 error the last 31 games. And seems to be having a good time doing it. Buck Showalter talking about that step and a dive, the reaction play at third base.
Home Depot, more saving, more doing. More doing. Reynolds at third again in this game. Here's Pierre. He lined out. Little soft one to the pitcher. His first time up, 1 away here in the 3rd inning. And he'll take that one down the line and foul. He's hitting only 174 against the Orioles on the year. Oriole pitchers have done a good job to keep off base. The game's perhaps best bunter right now, and also a real good base stealer. 0-2 delivery to him. Pierre, another comebacker right off the end of the bat. He's got him again. And there are 2 down. And a reminder, tomorrow is the final T-shirt Thursday of the season. First 10,000 fans, 15 and over at the ball game tomorrow night, get the Jake Arrieta Orioles T-shirt presented by Real Street Staffing. Don't miss your last chance to add to your Birdland wardrobe. For tickets, 888-848-BIRD or go to Orioles.com. 2 away, nobody on. And here's Vizquel. He flied out to right field his first time up. Right-hander's pitch will be fouled off. There's a fan who had right where that ball hit, right in front, had a glove, and thought about reaching out, brought the glove for just that moment, and then suddenly realized, whoa, that thing's going really.
That thing's going 100.
Whoa. 1-1 to short. Yay! Hardy a rebound. And a 1-2-3 inning, 6 in a row, retired by Hunter. Hardy up. Gotcha. And the Orioles have a 3-0 lead. For the Achiever, and you take a look at Matt Engel, whom we have seen this season, a real great spring to kick off his year. And the last 10 games with the Tides, 357, 4 doubles, a triple, 8 runs, big on base percentage and slugging percentage for Matt.
Well, you see, I had a taste of the big league life. I'm sure you take that back to AAA. Always walk a little taller. Bring back, I've been to the show.
Yes, and he earned it. Here's Wieters, and he will foul that one back. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Matt flied out his first time up, Reynolds, and then Davis to follow. Bottom half of the third inning. Philip Humber, 28-year-old, and gets a strike in at the knees, and the count will go to 1-2. Humber, 10 wins, 9 losses in his career. Pretty good on the road this year, where he's gone 5-2 with an ERA of 3.14. Wieters will take it to second base. Beckham. Wieters out of there, 1 down. We were talking about Jake Arrieta a moment ago with the T-shirt day coming up tomorrow night. Arrieta is in California. They're going to do one more MRI. I think they actually did it today, and they were waiting for the results. All expectations are that he will have the operation on Friday, unless the MRI shows something different than what the first one did.
Yeah, certainly paying, I guess, close attention to detail.
Down to third. What a stop, Morel. Oh, what a play from one third baseman to another. Mercy.
I thought this ball was by him and down the left field line. Watch this. This is a step and a dive, and the webbing, the ball is past him. And then the real accurate throw to Adam Dunn. Terrific play.
Wow. That's one of the reasons, plays like that Chicago's #1 defensive-wise in the American League.
Yeah, only committed 52 errors on the season.
So Morel denying Reynolds a double. And there are 2 down. Chris Davis delivered a single and scored in the second inning. Hardy has a home run. Andino's got an RBI single, and Marquez has a sacrifice fly. In the air to left center field. This will be chased down, warning track Pierre, and he's got it. He can cover ground out there. And a 1-2-3 inning for Humber. Orioles after 3 on top, home at Camden Yards, 3-0. History brought to you by Verizon Fios. Switch to Fios, a network ahead. To learn more, visit Verizon.com/get Fios. 1957, August 10, Mickey Mantle, a 460-footer at Memorial Stadium, the first to clear the hedges. And Mike will add, he had 4 hits in that ballgame. Bullet Bob Turley got the win. 71, Harmon Killebrew joining the club, 500 off Mike Cuellar. And in 98, Joining Jimmy Fox, Lou Gehrig, and Babe Ruth, Albert Bell, the fourth player to drive in 100, hit 30 for 7 consecutive seasons. This date in baseball history.
That Mickey Mantle on that hedge, that was a long way from home plate.
And he had, you looked this up, he had 4 hits in that game.
4 hits.
In that ball game back in '57. And the date Harmon Killebrew in '71 had that home run number 500. He also had number 501 later in the ball game against the Orioles. The Orioles won it, however, 4-3 and 10. Markakis going over, and there'll be no play. Into the seats and back out again.
Yeah, I know Harmon Killebrew, I think that for the longest time, he may still have the record for most home runs against the Orioles. He was an Oriole killer, but as you can see in that game, the Orioles won. They gave up 2 home runs, but you know, still win the game.
You're fine. Paul Konerko, a single his first time up. The DH, 7-game hit streak, hitting over 300 against the Orioles now with a couple of home runs this year. 0-2 delivery to him, taken outside from Hunter.
And also the other note there you had with Bob Turley getting the win. Bob Turley was a member of the Orioles in '54 and threw the first pitch at Memorial Stadium.
Wow. Bullet Bob Turley. Got a half a cut on that one. Markakis a long run in, but it's high enough for him to get under. Well, Dan Uggla, of course, drawing more attention with each passing day, and he has a couple of hits in the ball game tonight, so he has a streak of 31 consecutive games in which he has picked up a hit. And you can see the last player to do it in the American League to have a 30-game hit streak was the Orioles' Eric Davis. That was in '98 and ended at 30. The last American League player to get there. So Dan Uggla at 31 now with a 2-hit ball game today.
His average has got to be up close to 220 now.
Yeah. Now it gets interesting because now the daily pressure mounts.
Yeah.
Every game you get
the
over
count
30
is on.
And people start looking. Do you think that record will, DiMaggio's, will 56 will ever be broken?
No.
I don't either.
No, not with the specialty relievers and all the rest.
Here's Carlos Quentin. Quentin, a towering fly ball to left field. Did he get enough? PA going back. He's got room. 2 down. Today's Baltimore Grand Prix Masson 3-day pass winner is Rebecca Rombro from Lutherville. Rebecca, you got 4 3-day passes to the Baltimore Grand Prix. The streets of Baltimore will be alive. Cars at 180 miles an hour or more. The Baltimore Grand Prix, September 2nd through the 4th.
It's only about 30-mile-an-hour difference from what it is now. Going across Charles Street.
I was only 20 miles below that last night, heading down Light.
And you didn't have a car.
And I didn't have a car, no. Pierzynski, a 1-0 count. So much could be added to that about wood alcohol, its effect, and all that, but no. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Pierzynski will take it away. So right now, Tommy Hunter, a pretty good stretch. He gave up a single leading off the second inning to Pierzynski. And nobody's been on since. 2-0 pitch. Away. 46 pitches thrown so far. We're in the 4th inning.
Yeah, he listened to his own message. The last time out through 80, just about 80, 79 through 4. And about half that allotment so far. So he's really heeding his own advice. Throwing strikes. He's got some early runs to work with.
And the pitch taken, and it is in there for a strike. His outing against Toronto, his first as a starter for the Orioles. 4 runs, 8 hits, lasted just 4 innings. And the first start since he had been acquired from Texas. 3-1 pitch, and that will be fouled away.
That's the thing with Tommy Hunter. Really blew through the minor leagues. Go back to the '08 season. He started off in Class A Bakersfield, and he reached the big leagues by August 1st. It was after 9 starts, then 8 in AA Frisco Rough Riders, and then 8 starts for the Oklahoma Redhawks. Then he's in the big leagues.
And Dino, big hop at second base, and another solid inning. Pierzynski is retired, and Hunter's retired 9 in a row, and the Orioles have the 3-0 lead. On Masson is brought to you by AT&T, the nation's fastest mobile broadband network, and by Navy Federal Credit Union. A loan from Navy Federal Credit Union makes car buying easy. Visit NavyFederal.org to calculate your payment. Gary Thorne, Mike Flanagan on hand. Gorgeous evening here in the Inner Harbor. It's a nice one where you are. Here's Nolan Reimold. And while I remembered, Carlton Webster, Bivalve, Maryland. Carlton Webster. Happy birthday. Center field. Rios is there. Carlton is 93 years young today. And he watches all the Orioles games. There are many times, Carlton, where those of us here in the booth feel that same age upon us, but probably you're in better shape than we are, so you're handling it better than us. Happy birthday. Hope you had a great day. Here's Robert Andino, one away. Andino with an RBI base hit. Orioles have a homer from Hardy. The Andino single and a sac fly by Markakis. 3 runs, 7 hits for the Orioles. No runs, 2 hits for the White Sox. Off the end of the bat, Beckham. 2 outs.
Yeah, neither side wasting any time. Umber's only thrown 49 pitches with 2 outs in the 4th. So both sides being very pitch efficient, even though Umber's given up a lot more damage. 3 runs and the 7 hits.
Orioles will be wrapping up the series tomorrow night. Tillman scheduled to make the start against Mark Burley. Then the Tigers will be in for 3. Tigers in Cleveland playing a big series right now, one that lasted well into the night last night. Cleveland finally winning it, and Cleveland's got a 4-0 lead early in the ball game tonight. Brad Penny, Mark Scherzer, and Doug Fister is scheduled to go for the Tigers. Alfredo Simone, Jeremy Guthrie, and probably Zach Britton, although not official yet, in the 3rd game. Buck Showalter saying before the game today that Zach is ready. He worked out today, threw, and felt good, and scheduled to pitch Sunday. So
yeah,
but up. As Buck's learned,
Sunday's a long way away.
A long way off. Britton anxious to get back, obviously. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Felix P.A. will take it inside. He is singled and lined out.
And now 5 for 8 on the year against the White Sox.
There's never any real good rhyme or reason in most cases why some pitchers or hitters excel against other pitchers or hitters or teams. It's always existed in baseball. Some pitchers, they just can't get some people out. And PA is on with 2 down. Tonight's mobile word of the day is warehouse. Text warehouse 29292 right now to be entered to win tickets to Brian Roberts' Baseball Bash. Stay tuned to O's games on Masson all week long for more chances to enter to win. Here's J.J. Hardy.
Well, Hardy hitting on that second spot tonight. Catches the low middle of the plate against Philip Umber. And gets the Orioles on the board in the 1st inning.
PA on at first base. Decent lead. There he goes. There he comes back. And just gets in.
Pierzynski thought he had him.
I thought he had a pretty good jump.
I did too. They didn't. They just put the brakes on and dive for the back of the bag. The expression tells it all.
It's like somebody was calling from behind him. His mother said, "Come home," and he turned around and went back.
It's getting dark. I don't want to.
Don't see that one very often. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Pierzynski throwing out 20% of base stealers this year. As Mike said, with Umber on the mound, 10 out of 12. successes. There he goes, and there's a base hit. Play in front of him and make the turn. Pierre up. Here's the throw to third. Not in time. And again, the Orioles is getting the extra base. 2 down. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, another good read. They really are taking advantage of the throwing arm, or the weak throwing arm of Juan Pierre in left. No hesitation on the part of Pierre. This ball is right in front of him. You can see the read. And he just heads on, chugs into third base. Not even close. So then coming into this series, both sides dead even. Both 17 hits in the first 2 games, and just a run in each game separating them. The Orioles putting some distance tonight.
Now looking for the 2-out RBI. Nick Markakis, a single, a sac fly. Nick with a 4-game hit streak. And Markakis a strike on the inside corner to him. Markakis now has 49 runs batted in. 5 sacrifice flies on the year. And a .304 average when there are 2 down and runners in scoring position.
They'll probably try that first to third throw play right here.
I think they should. It always works.
It works. It works a lot lately. It hadn't worked for about a decade, but it's not a put into effect last night. A couple of throws.
We're going to show you that play if you missed it here in our ball game. We faked a third throw to first. It actually worked last night. 0-2 count. Umber's thrown 8 wild pitches. We've got to be aware of that as well. Pitch will be taken up high. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
And he's really one hanging fastball away from being down 6-0. He's had all kinds of trouble his last 4 starts.
All this happening with 2 down. Very long hold, the 1-2 delivery. Markakis on an uppercut can't get it. He is tagged out. And Umber will get the strikeout. So the Orioles, no runs on a hit. They will leave 2 on base, maintain a 3-0 lead. Ball on Masson, brought to you by Verizon, America's largest and most reliable wireless network. Orioles trying to take this game 3 of the 4-game set, having lost the first 2 by 1 runs. 4-3, 7-6. Young man absolutely involved in the game.
I don't need any cone.
He'll be up till 3.
I just grab a hunk of it. Up till 3.
Here's Rios. And he will take the breaking ball for a strike. Rios has flied out. 9 in a row have been retired by Tommy Hunter. He has only given up 2 hits, singles to Konerko and Pierzynski. The 0-1 in the air to left center field. PA's got to get on his horse. He's back. Can't get it. It'll take a hop up and into the seats. So Rios gets a ground rule double to start the 5th inning.
Placed by Alex Rios. A few pitches up in the zone tonight from Tommy Hunter, and just out of the reach of PA and Jones in center. He just split the outfielders perfectly.
So Rios with his 19th two-bagger. He's hitting over 250 against the Orioles this year and just a little over 200 against everybody else. That'll bring up Adam Dunn. Dunn got called out on strikes his first time to the plate. We talked about the precipitous fall for Dunn this year with that 164 average and all the numbers down. Since 2004, Adam Dunn ranks first in walks, second in home runs, third in games played, and 11th in RBIs since 2004. And then for no apparent reason, all of it went south this year. 1-0 delivery to him, and that'll be fouled off.
Yeah, just can't put your finger on it. I don't think you can say, well, maybe a new league, but with interleague play now, it's not quite as the distinction it used to be, one league to another.
Power hitter, 1-1 delivery to him. Hunter trying to stay inside. 2-ball, 1-strike count. Quite the race. Hopefully will continue in the Central with the Tigers, Cleveland, and the Chicago White Sox. It'd be great to have a 3-team race in one of the divisions. It may be the only division in which that's got a shot of happening. The others are pretty much down to 2, both the American and National Leagues. Yankees, Red Sox here in the East. Texas, Angels. Phillies pretty much got the East in the National League. Milwaukee, St. Louis in the Central, and the Giants and the Diamondbacks in the West.
Giants and Diamondbacks, about half a game difference. The closest races. But you're right, the only 3-team race in Central.
Right now, for the wild card spot, the Yankees and Red Sox are the team that's going to take the wild card. They have whichever one's not in first has a real good lead over the team in second place, which is right now the Angels 6 games out, and Tampa Bay 8.5 out in the wild card. 2-ball, 2-strike count. And Dunn will tap that one foul. White Sox staff saying Dunn's just having a very hard time getting any kind of timing down.
Just in watching him, I got to see him play quite a bit. It just seemed like he was just feeling for the ball, like he just defensive, like the count's 0-2 as soon as he walks up. He's indecisive.
2-ball, 2-strike count. Rios is on at second base with a leadoff double, the 3rd hit for the White Sox. And Dunn will go down swinging. He leads the American League in that department. Now, we were talking about first and third place and laughing about it last night, but we said it always happened once every 10 years. Well, look at this last night in the Yankee game. This is the last play of the game. Curtis Granderson
ends it on the base pass on the old first and third play, or the first play,
which means it's good for another 10 years.
Everybody will remember, and that's why everybody will try it.
Yeah. Oh, for Granderson, what a go hide in the corner. Not only does it happen to him, but it ends the game.
He would have been representing the tying run, so the go-ahead run at home plate when that happens.
Malden of the Angels on the mound at the time. Pops that one up second base. Beckham retired, and Dino puts it away, and there are 2 away. 2110 Utah Street, presented by Southwest Airlines, is back at Camden Yards Saturday For one low price, you get the Reserve Utah Street Bleacher Seat, exclusive 2110 Utah Street t-shirt. Space is limited. Tickets, 888-848-BIRD or Orioles.com. So we hope you'll come on out and join Nick and Adam, 2110. Two down. Rios still at second base. Morel grounded back to the mound his first time up. And Morel will foul that one straight back. Orioles starter only, if you add, say, 5 innings in this ball game, he's only worked 25 innings at the major league level this year, and just about the same at the minor league level. Because he was working out of the bullpen at AAA, he pitched only 26 2/3 innings. So not many innings pitched this year by Tommy Hunter. In the air again to left field. PA. He's under it, and that's going to do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Hunter continues to impress, and the Orioles continue to lead. Lineup. Suzuki, the power of engineering. Game flow in this one. Some key hits, including a home run by Hardy. But more importantly, the Orioles are getting a good start tonight from Tommy Hunter. Gary Thorne, Mike Flanagan back. Why the difference tonight? Why effective?
Well, I think throwing strike one and getting the leadoff hitter in each inning. What I liked about it, he recognized what he did last time. Pitch count was high. Now he's through 5 and only throwing 60 pitches. So again, putting into practice, what didn't work last time. Throwing strikes, gets the 3 runs early. So far, been a pretty good formula.
One of the things that's said about pitching, Mike, and I wonder if you believe this, pitchers give too much credit to too many hitters in trying to work around all the time. Do you believe that? Yeah,
you always thought, and certainly when I was pitching too, you'd start thinking, he's in my head. He knows what's coming. They're always a step ahead of you. And I think that's part of the DH with the American League. I think it's become a little bit less now that the guys get the hit once in a while.
Well, Hunter's doing a heck of a job so far in this ball game, so the Orioles will hope he can give them some deep innings, effective innings, as he's done so far through 5. 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. And a strike taken by Adam Jones. Adam with a single, and he is popped out. Got out of the 0 for 12 he was in with his first at bat in this game. And a good pitch down and away by Umber. 3 runs, 8 hits for the Orioles. No runs, 3 hits for the White Sox. Orioles have left 6 on base and 3 for the White Sox. Adam Jones will take the pitch away for a ball, 1-2. Umber a walk and 2 strikeouts. In the air, left center field, pretty deep. Rios back of the wall. Goodbye, home run. Adam Jones gets the dinger and gives the Orioles a 4-0 lead.
Well, number 21 on the season for Adam Jones, already adding to a career-high number. Hanging slider. You can see the spin stays up in the zone, and Adam Jones is right on it. Times it perfectly and into the Oriole bullpen.
Every homer that he hits extends his career high that had been 19 in each of the last 2 seasons. 21 for him, 21 for Hardy. In the long ball department, and the Orioles get their second home run off Humbert. Here's Matt Wieters. And Matt out in front of it, fouls it away. He is flied out and grounded out. So Adam Jones with a 2-for-3 ball game, 71 RBIs. He wants that 100 RBI mark. That pitch will be down low, and a ball and 2 strikes.
And talk about Humber. He hadn't won in any of his last 4 starts. It's the first time he's allowed 2 home runs in any single game. And again, to 2 right-handed hitters. Again, we talked about a 178 average against righties coming in.
1-2 delivery. They wanted it outside. Pruszynski had to reach back in to pull that in. And a 2-ball, 2-strike count. So Hardy has had 3 hits in the game, right-hander. Markakis, the lefty. Jones 2 hits, a righty, and another base hit. So Wieters is on with a single. And Humber may be getting close to the end. Time for our AT&T Mobility Trivia Fact. Did you know? 59, the Orioles and White Sox played 2 17-inning games. And June 4, the White Sox won it 6-5. And on the 25th of July, the White Sox won it 3-2. Both 17-inning ball games. The Orioles won the season series against the White Sox last year 4-3. The Orioles looking to go up 4-3 in the year's series if they can get a victory here tonight. Oh, 1 count. Reynolds with a runner at first base. The Orioles double digits in hits with 10. Reynolds has struck out and robbed of a double his last time up by Morel at third base on a great diving play to the line. Morel, one of the better plays you'll ever see down there to get Mark Reynolds. One ball, 1 strike delivery. That'll be popped up. Shallow right. Beckham back. Quinton in. Quinton calls. First out of the inning. Mike was talking about how tight these games have been between these 2 teams. Numbers wise, they are locked at 3-3. You see the batting average, not much difference there. Not a big difference in the runs scored. Home runs, White Sox have had the better of it. And the Orioles have actually had the better ERA in the ball games head to head. So a pretty good series between these 2. Chris Davis flied out last time up, single scored in his first at bat.
And the Orioles catching up tonight with the home run department. It's only real difference coming in tonight. Both teams with 17 hits through the first 2 games. White Sox with 4 home runs, and now the Orioles with 3.
Hardy got his in the first inning. 0-1 count on Chris Davis. Wieters short lead at first base, and the pitch will be up and in. Humber with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball on his 78th pitch thrown in the ball game. One ball, 1 strike count. Pitch that he buried in on the hands a little bit there.
He's had a pretty good breaking ball tonight, even though he's given up a lot of hits. He gets that breaking ball down, very difficult to handle. But he left one up to Adam Jones.
Here's the 1-2 delivery, and puts it in the air to center. Rios. Wieters tags. He will not go as the throw comes all the way in, and there are 2 down. Saturday, be in your seats by 6:35 for a special pregame ceremonies as the former O's shortstop Mike Bordick is inducted into the Orioles Hall of Fame. Also, longtime head athletic trainer Richie Van Sells is going to receive the Herb Armstrong Award. Special evening, Birdland memories for you, Saturday, 888-848-BIRD, or go to Orioles.com. Mike, of course, working as the bullpen coach for this homestand. Nolan Reimold has flied to center field twice and will take it for a strike. Reimold is going to get chances. The at-bats for him may decide what happens next year through the final couple of months of this year. Tap towards second. Beckham's there. Force out Vizquel. Got there in time to get it. But the Orioles will add another run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. It was Jones leading it off. His 21st long ball of the year. 4-0 Orioles. Of the series against the White Sox. Gorgeous evening, and the Orioles with the 4-0 lead. Great summer night. About 90 degrees when we started. With Juan Pierre coming up, one of the best bunters in baseball right now. Take a look at some of the best bunters of all time going back to '74. These are bunt base hits. Brett Butler with the incredible total of 245. Then some names you'd kind of expect to be there. Lofton, Pierre is third, Otis Nixon, and Omar Vizquel.
Interesting list. 3 left-handers at the top and a couple of switch hitters.
The drag bunt that left-handers use, obviously, I think one of the reasons why there are left-handers in that group where you can drag a ball beside you down to first base. If you can do that, it's very tough to defense against. Marsh Bell is one of those who's been working on dragging bunts, more so working on throwing out guys who bunt. He made a play the other night on Pierre that was sensational as he picked one up that really was a perfect bunt down the third baseline and threw him out.
Yeah, and it was really the angle, and his momentum was taking him toward the third base dugout. So how he ever got enough on the throw.
1 ball, 1 strike count. Pierre 0 for 2 in the game and 1 for 12 so far in this series. Leads the American League in bunt base hits with 15 and in infield hits with 33. 1-1 deliveries fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strike count. He has reached base safely in 27 of the last 29 games that he's appeared in, and he is the hardest player in the majors to strike out. That PA will come forward, diving off the end of the glove. It'll be a double. And PA was playing way in and over by the line. That's the only thing that even gave him a chance to get at that
Well, you're in at third base on the grass, and you're in at the outfield. And this one was proverbial snow cone right in the end of the glove, and you had a feeling when he hit the ground it was going to pop loose. In and out of the glove. Right there.
The ball probably should have been caught when you take a look at it.
Yeah, it didn't start off in the web. It really hit him in the heel.
And it came out even before he hit the ground. All right, let's see how this gets played. Vizquel 0 for 2, runner at second and nobody out. And Vizquel will take it for a strike. Vizquel has flied to right field and lined out. Omar Vizquel, a switch hitter. Taking a look at Jeff Cox at third base. See what Ozzie Guillen wants done here. Reynolds is playing for the bunt. Here's the 0-1. Vizquel not bunting. In the air to right field, sending Marquez deep back on the warning track in the well. Makes a nice catch. Tagging up. He's going to come around third and stay. But he was thinking about it. Vizquel driving it at a real good play by Marquez. Juan Pierre made the turn at third and came back.
Yeah, this may be the longest run Marquez will make for a ball all year. Playing in very shallow for Omar Vizquel and all the way on to that warning track. So a real long run for Marquez.
So the runner gets moved up with one away, and Konerko, who has singled and flied out, will stand in. White Sox trying to get on the board here in the sixth inning. They've got 4 hits in the game. The Orioles have 10. And the Orioles have the 4-0 lead. Paul Konerko with a 7-game hit streak. Orioles will surrender the run here to get the out. They'll stay back in the infield. And Konerko will take it, and a high strike called. Konerko 279 with runners in scoring position. He has those 44 RBIs picked up in these situations. There's Pierre, RBI waiting, and inside 1-1. Tommy Hunter hasn't walked anybody. He has struck out 2, 70 pitches thrown in the game. And he has been very effective. Here's the 1-1. Runner will score. Hardy will get the out. So an RBI for Konerko. The White Sox are on the board. That'll make it a 4-1 ball game. Hope you'll join us again tomorrow. It'll be Chris Tillman on the mound against Mark Burley. Our coverage, Masson 2 HD 6:30 with those extra. Presented by Verizon Wireless. Our game at 7. All the access you need right here on Masson.
Mark Burley and Chris Tillman will hook up. Burley's been on a pretty good streak. Veteran left-hander, 9-5, and Chris Tillman coming off an outstanding start of his own. So it should be a pretty good matchup.
Here's Carlos Quentin with the bases empty, 2 down. Konerko driving in the first run of the ball game for the White Sox and has 80 runs batted in on the year. Konerko ranks 4th in the American League in RBIs. In the air to left field, PA backing up on it. Quentin, this will be the 3rd fly ball out of the ball game for him. A run in on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. Bottom of the 6th coming at Camden Yards, 4-1 Orioles.
Already 1 run on the board. And a little ball. Davis base it up the middle. Get a tag and advance to second base. Get in a scoring position. And Andino coming through the RBI single up the middle out of the reach of Vizquel. And Markakis sacrifice fly to left, taking advantage of the weak throwing arm of Juan Pierre. So really all working out, getting on the board early. J.J. Hardy 3 for 3, solo home run in the first. Adam Jones 2 for 3, hitting cleanup tonight, solo home run in the fifth. And Tommy Hunter outstanding on the mound.
Now the Orioles go to the bottom of the 6th inning with Andino, PA, and Hardy. Andino with a single and RBI, and he is grounded out. Tommy Hunter, chance for a win here. It'll be just his 2nd of the year and his first as an Oriole. Andino now 266. A couple of hits in 9 at-bats in this series. And a strike on the outside corner. Andino's had a good year against the White Sox. He came in hitting .300 against Chicago pitching with 1 home run in the first 6 games played. Here's the 2-1 to the seats, and that'll be a souvenir. 1 walk picked up by the Orioles in this ball game is the only walk surrendered by either pitcher. PA got it. The Orioles have had only 5 walks in the last 5 games. There haven't been many of the free passes. Pitching coach and a hitter. 2-2 delivery in the air to right field. Will it make the wall? Going back, Quentin. He's got room. Let's take a look at the Orioles' upcoming schedule presented by Xfinity. This series concludes with the White Sox tomorrow. Then the Tigers are in, and then the Orioles will head out on a road trip to Oakland that will start on Monday. Catch all the action with Xfinity. Only from Comcast. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Get Xfinity today at 1-800-XFINITY. Showalter, quiet tonight, resting.
Yep.
After
not used to being in the game this long.
Vociferous heave out of the ball game last night.
It was the 5th inning exit.
Yep. Second time he's been thrown out. The other was an automatic when there had been a warning issued in the game. So this was the first one he'd really had to go out and earn. And he did. That'll be the 3rd strikeout, 2 down. Last night, third base, Markakis. Replay showed he was safe. Markakis knew it. Buck Showalter went out and further out. And carried a little dirt back with him. He was talking about it today. He said, I've told my first and third base coaches we got to have some credibility, so I'm relying on you. If I see you make the move that indicates the wrong call, I'll come out. But don't do it unless you really think it was. He said, I knew both from Nick and Willie Randolph that they earnestly believe the call had been wrong. So
same with Markakis. He rarely argues. The other thing I thought was kind of interesting when he talked about it was that there's no tie goes to the runner. You either beat it or you don't.
Yes.
Of course, we used to always use that in the backyards as when you were kids, right? That was a tie.
Because you are the umpire.
Right.
That is one of the most commonly cited rules that doesn't exist maybe in all of baseball. There is no such thing as a tie at any bag. And a base hit into center field. That's a 4-hit ball game for J.J. Hardy. 3 singles and a home run.
Yeah, 3 hits in game 1, now 4 hits tonight.
So for Hardy, that'll be his second 4-hit game of the season. Doing it again, we remind you, against Umber, whom the right-handers had hit 178 against coming into the ballgame.
Oh, you're right. The hardest to hit, and he has 4 hits off him. I don't think Adam Dunn's a little bit jealous of seeing 4 hits.
Here's Markakis. Nick, an RBI and a sacrifice fly, is also singled and struck out. Nick has a 4-game hit streak now. Markakis hitting .300. The month of August does not have a home run. He's trying to get to that 100 homer plateau, but as oftentimes happen on those magic numbers, it takes a while to get there. Ask Jeter. That'll be grounded to the hole. Cut off third baseman. Morel will go to first and get the out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. 6 complete at Camden Yards, and the Orioles lead it 4-1. And Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield will contribute $50 to the Living Classrooms Foundation. To date, 316 walks, $15,800. Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield encourages each of us to take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. That's exactly what she's doing tonight at the ballpark, as you can see. Standing. Standing is exercise.
My hair gets like that when it gets humid.
I can't stand that. Here's Pierzynski, and he fouls it off. I wish I had hair like that to get curly like that. Broken bat. New Lumber. He is singled and grounded out in the ball game. 5 hits in 9 at-bats in the series. A.J. Pierzynski. Four runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Orioles. 1-4-0 for the White Sox. A cue shot into the seats, or close to it. Major League veteran, 284 lifetime average coming into this season. Also an outstanding golfer. He may very well be one of the many baseball players, when they finish their baseball career, they go off into one of those professional amateur groupings that actually go on tour. Grounded down to third, backhanded by Reynolds. Look at that throw. Oh! From down under.
Yeah, this is the tough play. It's off the bat of a left-hander. Watch it. So going away, back towards third, low sidearm throw, accurate, right on the money. Outstanding play.
Reynolds has got to be eating up every minute of this over the last month, the defensive play. And it is fun to watch. And they obviously, those plays are big plays. They just change the whole complexion of a ball game.
Potential double, down the third base line. Still just a 4-1 ball game.
Here's Rios. He has doubled and flied to center field. Check swing, foul ball back. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Alex Rios.
I think about Hunter tonight, again, putting it into practice. Just 18 balls out of the 77 pitches thrown. Really, there's a clinic on throwing strikes.
No walks, 2 strikeouts. 1-1 delivery on the way. Rios may not be hitting against anybody else, but against the Orioles came in 8 for 24, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs in the last 6 games played against the Orioles. So he was going to get some start time based on those numbers. 2 ball, 1 strike count. And that one down the line. Davis will not have room. 2-2. Rios to be followed by Dunn. Only 4 hits on the board for the White Sox. And that's going to be a base hit. So Rios continues with his numbers against the Orioles.
2 for 3 tonight. 4 for 11 in the series. And again, he's been on that real hot streak. Take a look at this pitch. Just a little bit up in the zone. It's hard to find fault. This is a pretty good piece of hitting by Alex Rios. Off the end of the bat. Hardy thought about jumping, but I don't think he could quite get that high.
And our Dodge Ram Expo brought to you by Ram Trucks, designed, tested, and proven to be the best trucks we've ever built. Ram. Dunn has had an 0 for 2, and they've been strikeouts. He's 1 for 5 in the series. Jason Burkett, who came into the ball game briefly last night and worked for an inning, warming up in the pen. Not a big lead at first base for Rios. Only 1 away. Shift is on, and a strike taken. Dunn with the 2 strikeouts he's picked up has 144 strikeouts on the year. Second is the Orioles' Mark Reynolds. He's had 1 tonight, up to 132 on the year. The 0-1 delivery, a chopper down to first base. It is a fair ball. Davis will put the tag on, and the runner will stop. Rios stops at second base.
Again, the maddening slump just continues for Adam Dunn. 0-1 pitch. To a straight changeup, just rolls over. Little dribbler, stays fair. And another out in the books.
Well, what a frustrating season it's got to be for Adam Dunn.
That's the thing you could see if you were lining out all over the field, but he's not making any sort of solid contact. He had a base hit his first time up in the series, and after that, really nothing out of the infield.
Here's Gordon Beckham with a runner at second base, 2 away. It's an important run, obviously. We're in the 7th inning. White Sox trail 4-0 before they got on the board. Now trying to cut it to a 4-2 game if Beckham could get a base hit here. He is lined out, popped out, and will foul that back in a 2-strike count.
85 total pitches here in the 7th. It still hasn't thrown 20 balls. Great ratio, great strike percentage.
Beckham out of the University of Georgia. SEC Player of the Year. Ground ball towards the middle. That'll be a big one if it gets through. It doesn't. Hardy not in time. Throw Davis, and not in time there either. So Beckham will get an infield hit to keep the inning alive and put runners on at first and third.
Yeah, by keeping in the infield, though, saves a run, at least temporarily. On the run, that 360 move and throw. And Rios almost wandering too far off third.
So Hunter will have to bear down and get that important third out right here. Brent Morel 0 for 2 in the ball game, 2 for 10 in the series. 24-year-old out of Bakersfield, California. Hitting at .257.
It's kind of a bat that will define your evening. You make good pitches and get him out. You look real good. That's why starting pitching can be very difficult. It can come down to, you know, your 90th or your 100th pitch will determine your evening.
Morel was a third-round pick in 08, but came into this season. Baseball America ranked him second best prospect in the organization. Pitch is taken away, and he's getting the chance to show it. He only played 21 games last year with the big club. Moved up from AA to AAA to the majors. all last year. It's only his 4th year pro ball. Rios and Beckham are the base runners. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That's down the line and right, and it is a fair ball right off the chalk. Rios will score. Beckham being held. It's an RBI double and a big 2-out 2-bagger to make it a 4-2 ball game.
11th double of the year. And they consistently stayed away from him. Let's look at this last pitch, and it's a good one. Just slaps it down the right field line, and as you say, right off the chalk.
So that will be it for Tommy Hunter. And a good performance, a real good performance. As Buck Showalter will go to the pen. And a good hand from the fans for 6 2/3 solid innings. Since back in 10 with Toronto, where he worked a 7-inning ball game, and now he'll wait and hope that the bullpen can maintain that lead.
And they really pitched a terrific ball game tonight. Nothing more you can say about it. Put it into practice. His strikes got ahead. Unfortunately, a ball in the chalk will end his evening. And with that, Jason Birkin come out of the bullpen. 33 games, 33rd game of the year, 6.10 ERA, right? Pretty lofty. Pitched an inning last night, came in and finished off the 9th inning in that Orioles 4-3 loss. 38 innings, a lot of hits allowed, 52. He's had problems with left-handers this year, and he's on to face a pretty good one here in Juan Pierre.
And 2 in scoring position with 2 down, and Pierre gets a base hit, and this game is tied. Beckham, Morel will score. Pierre a 2 RBI single with 2 down. On the first pitch thrown, shot it right down the line.
And let's take a look. Again, off the line is Reynolds, and is another one. This one gets the chalk on the third base line. And in the span of a couple of pitches, game is tied up.
Boy, that is a tough one to watch for Tommy Hunter. 4 runs on 8 hits, and Hunter's non-decision. And Pierre with a big hit. Pierre now has had a double and a single in the ball game, 2 for 4.
It all started with, what, 2 outs and a man on first.
Yep.
Infield single up the middle, double off the chalk, and double off or single off the third base chalk.
Omar Vizquel standing in. Pierre a threat to go at first base. 18 stolen bases, caught 13 times this year. He's got 30 RBIs. Reynolds in at third base, even with 2 out. Vizquel shows bunt, draws it back though, and a 1-0 count. Now the Orioles have got to contend with this tremendous bullpen of the White Sox.
It's taking them all night to get back to even.
Jesse Crane up. Vizquel flied out to right, deep as last time, up 0 for 3 in the ballgame. Pierre again back. Orioles got the 4-0 lead in this game. A homer by Hardy, RBI, and Dino Marquez sac fly, and a homer by Jones before the White Sox got on the board. There goes Pierre, and that's going to be a base hit into right field. Pierre knew where it was. Marquez up with it. All of this coming with the 2 out. The single by Beckham, the double by Morel, the 2 RBI single by Pierre, and now Vizquel with a single.
Well, as we said, Jason Brookins had trouble getting the left-handers out. It's been right off the end of the Vizquel's bat. Sounds like he broke it on the swing. So 1 off the chalk, broken bat single here. But again, lefty's hitting over 400.
Right-handers 253, left-handers, as Mike said, exactly 400 coming into the game against him. And suddenly the White Sox putting the hits up on the board. And here's Konerko. Konerko an RBI and a ground ball out. He has a single and he is flied out. Konerko is 1 for 4 against Birkin, a home run. First and third, 2 down. Big 7th inning. Pitch will be taken up high. So Hunter charged with the 4 runs, 7 hits, 6 2/3. He didn't walk anybody and struck out 2. And gave the Orioles a real fine outing, but will be non-decisioned. 1-0. Konerko takes it away. 2-0 count.
Gonzalez up in the Oriole bullpen, but that does seem unfair. That box score tomorrow for Tommy Hunter won't really demonstrate how well he pitched tonight.
No. He certainly has earned himself another chance. 2-0 delivery on the way. Konerko takes it. It will be a strike call. 2 ball, 1 strike count. 18,747. 18,747 on hand for the ball game. The announced attendance stunned a bit by this 7th inning explosion that came on in a hurry. Morel with an RBI double, 2 RBIs Pierre. 2-1 pitch taken outside, 3-1. And Konerko not one to make a mistake on. Pierre, lead runner, third. Vizquel at first.
Well, he's always been one of the better gas hitters. You know, sit on a breaking ball. Especially when you fall behind him in the count, gives him a couple opportunities to guess.
3-1 delivery. Konerko late on it.
A backup slider or a changeup.
So a 3 ball, 2 strike count. Hunter waiting until the inning is over before he goes in. Runner at first base. Vizquel will be running.
It really is time for the third to first play. This is where you will put it on.
3-2 delivery. Konerko the roller, and that is a foul ball.
I'm sure Reynolds hoping that ball would hit something and bounce back fair, because Konerko never left the box. That's the thing. I'm not quite sure how you should defense this with Konerko, who is, I would say, not even at half speed. How you can use that to your advantage defensively. Certainly allows you to play deeper in the infield.
Again, the 3-2. Vizquel running at first base. Konerko again will foul it back. Konerko has at times carried the White Sox with his offense. He's fourth in RBIs, tied for fourth in homers, fifth in slugging, 10th in average coming into the ball game. He's got 391 on the home run charts, 53rd all time in homers. Third time on the 3-2 delivery. Canerco to second base. This one played by Andino, and that will do it. But 8 came to the plate, 3 runs scored. Tommy Hunter, a tough outing, a good one. 7th inning stretch brought to you by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey. Fly straight, drink responsibly. BoschClimate.us to learn more. Well, this game flow is about sometimes games in which no matter how well you pitch, there's a big out you need to get, and you don't get it.
Yeah, it's one of those things, and we were talking about it before it happened. Your 9th place hitter up, you've thrown, 85, close to 90 pitches on the evening, and your night is going to be judged or turned out by that one batter.
And Morel was the batter, Hunter was the pitcher, and Morel got the hit.
He gets to base it down. That's what kind of, you wake up in the middle of the winter remembering that ball hit the chalk, and then Juan Pierre hits the third baseline chalk, and next thing you know, you're back even. It happens so quickly.
Now you got a battle, and this is where the Orioles need again to just go by the bootstraps and get back into this thing, because it looks like we may be in another one-run game.
Yeah, both sides are into the bullpen now. We'll see. Obviously, the White Sox bullpen has been on a roll, especially on the road, so it's going to be an interesting game here on out.
All right, see what the Orioles can do against this good bullpen, and it will start right now as Jesse Crane will come into work. Umber, the starter, at times looked like he was going to get rocked out of the ball game, but again, he was one of those starters able to hang around long enough to give his team a chance to get back and then leave the ball game with a non-decision night. That's what he did, and now here's Crane.
Pitched well enough, certainly, to keep the White Sox in it and give the time over to the bullpen. Again, he had lost 4 in a row, so did not become disheartened and continued on. Jesse Crane, who worked in game 1 of the series. So an outstanding, another member of this bullpen, mid-90s, outstanding slider. But he did it.
And there's one right there.
Yeah, he did allow the 3-run homer to J.J. Hardy in game 1 that gave the Orioles the lead temporarily. That was in the 7th inning of that game.
Adam Jones leading it off. Jones a good night. He is singled, homered, popped out. 0-1 delivery to him up high. Home run came, 5th inning.
Yeah, hanging slider in the middle of the plate from Phil Umber. Positive in the Oriole bullpen.
Jones 2 for 5 off Crane. For Umber in the game, 4 runs on 11 hits in 6 innings. He gave up 2 home runs. He walked only 1, struck out 3. The Orioles have left 8 on base in the ball game, 3 of those in scoring position. Jones, Wieters, and Reynolds. The 1-2 will be taken inside. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. This White Sox bullpen has been nothing short of extraordinary. Buck Showalter's well aware of that. Wanted that lead and not force another effort against this pen of Ozzie Guillen. And that one to left field. It's an Adam ball. Pierre, no, can't get it. Right off the base of the wall. Jones going to try for two. Here's the throw to second. He's in with a double. And a 3-hit ball game for Adam Jones.
22nd double of the year. Another low rocket off the bat of Adam Jones. See that straight changeup right over the top. Adam Jones right on it. Hits a bullet over P.A.'s head. Right off the sweet spot. And again, the Orioles taking advantage of the weak throwing arm of P.A.'s. He had that ball cleanly, and Adam Jones able to get into scoring position. The potential go-ahead run.
Now Matt Wieder's job here is to get that runner over to third base or in, but at least get him over. And pitched away by Crane. The Orioles have 12 hits in the game. Wieder's 0 for 2 off Jesse Crane.
Just looking for something to get the bat head out and to pull.
1-0 delivery to him, and Crane, knowing that, is working him away. Wieder's 1 for 3.
I've been surprised how much the White Sox infield is really playing Wieder's to pull. Way over, giving him a big hole up towards the middle.
Here's the 2-0 delivery. Wieder's, he's going to get it done. If it falls in, it will not. Quinton there to get it. So they do not get the runner moved up on that one, and there's one away. This bullpen of the White Sox over the last 5 games during their 5-game win streak, the ERA is .93. They've given up 1 run in 9 2/3 innings. And during the 7-game road swing they've been on, where they've won 7 in a row on the road, their ERA is less than 1. In fact, you can go back now 23 road games. They have given up 5 earned runs in 51 innings. That's an ERA of .88. Mark Reynolds, runner at second, 1 away. Infield plays him to pull as they move Beckham, the second baseman, way over towards the bag, and Vizquel deep in the hole at short.
Well, they're doing a lot of overshifting in the infield. But great balance in that White Sox bullpen. 3 lefties, 3 righties. All above average fastballs.
Here's the 0-1 delivery to him.
And so far, it's been a steady diet of sliders for Mark Reynolds in this series. Jimmy Johnson up in the Oriole bullpen.
Johnson is already warmed up, watching now and just staying loose. One ball, 1 strike count. Here again, where the Orioles have had problems with the runner in scoring position situations. 2 for 7 in this one, 3 for 9 for the White Sox tonight. Reynolds, a 2-ball, 1 strike count. They hold the runner close at second base. Beckham jockeying. Down to third, and a foul ball. White Sox got theirs fair.
Just went on the chalk. In the good years, they go just foul. And in the good years, they go fair. If you're on offense. I mean, you said a rocket down to third base. Already robbed once tonight. Watch how close this is. It's fair. It's fair. Foul.
Reynolds 0 for 2 off Jesse Crane. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jones off second base. 2 down. Tune in to the Mid-Atlantic Sports Report Monday through Friday, 5:30. All the latest baseball news. Joined with Tom Davis, Dave Johnson, Mel Antonin. Roundtable discussions. A look in from Oriole Park, and they're on 5:30 to 6:30 right here on Masson. Tomorrow, the Mid-Atlantic Sports Report. So Chris Davis is going to have to do it with 2 down. He has singled, scored a run, and flied out twice, and he won't get a chance to do it. They want Reimold, the right-hander, at the plate. So Reimold will have runners on at first and second base as the intentional pass is issued. Isaac Ian staying with the book, as they say, with Crane. Although the book says otherwise.
The book says it'll be 156 against lefties, right?
156 lefties against him and 234 right-handers.
Anyway, sometimes it's a comfort level with a certain hitter. And I think that maybe that the base was open. It was the lefty. Davis was swinging pretty well, and Reimold has not. I think that may be more the determining factor.
Well, we'll see if Reimold can come up with the big 2-out hit. Reimold is 2 for 2 off Crane. Well, there you go.
Not going off the matchups, is he? It's feel. This is about feel. Yeah.
Gut decision.
Yeah.
Right-handers have better numbers against Crane, so they walk the lefty. Reimold's 2 for 2.
So you want him up there.
You want him up there. First and second, 2 down. Tie ball game in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Reimold on a check swing did not go around. Chris Connor down at first base. Now we talk about at-bats that define your night. How Hunter had one of those against Morel. Here's one for Crane.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of pitchers don't like to intentionally walk hitters.
1-1 delivery. It's going to go to short. Vizquel's got it, force out, and Ozigin's gut was right. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 are left. Remains a 4-4 game going to the 8th inning. Here are the candidates tonight. J.J. Hardy had a 4-hit game, including a home run. Adam Jones has a 3-hit ball game, including a home run. And Juan Pierre with a big 2 RBI single and a double. Text in your vote A, B, or C to 51862.
And with that, Jimmy Johnson will come out of the bullpen. 50th game of the year for Jimmy. 5-4, ERA right at 3. Took a loss in game 1 of the series. 64 2/3 innings. That leads the league in innings out of the bullpen. An assortment of bloops and whatever else could go wrong in that 8th inning of game 1.
Carlos Quentin has a 3 for 5 lifetime off Jim Johnson. Buck Showalter before the game today talking about the use of the bullpen. The Orioles are most innings pitched out of the bullpen, but he said, I think you're really talking about one person. And Buck said, that's Johnson. And that's the one I'm really concerned with about how we use him the rest of the way, especially with the discussion going on about his possibly starting some games in September. And it hit him. So Carlos Quentin at the top of the list, getting hit by a pitch. Now he can do better than that.
Yeah, that's on a breaking ball in, and he's going to leave the game. Hanging breaking ball, that not sure. May have got the sleeve.
Wow. So Quentin will come out of the ball game having been hit by a pitch, as the White Sox will try and, I would think here, manufacture a run and get on the board. Diazzo's going to come on to run. Alejandro Diazzo.
And it looked like he was already looking for some help with the signs.
Diazzo with good speed, obviously, inserted here to try and get around to third somehow, some way.
And you can see A.J. Pierzynski at the plate moving up on. He's trying to hook something in that right field with that hole being created, with the runner being held on.
A single and 2 ground ball outs, and he goes the other way and gets a base hit. Diazzo will make the turn and stay at second base. PA will get it in. So Pierzynski's got a 2-hit ball game, 2 on and nobody out.
I got a fastball away and just out of the reach of Mark Reynolds in that step and a dive. Got a pitch up that he could handle and just slapped it the other way.
So that will bring Rios to the plate with 2 on and nobody out. Rios will be followed by Dunn. These are the 2 hitters who have had the most problems this year offensively for the White Sox, hitting back-to-back in the lineup tonight. And here they are coming up at a key moment of the game. Wieters getting some instruction from John Russell in the dugout on how they're going to play this defensively. You would not expect Rios to bunt here to try and move him up, especially with Dunn not doing anything behind him. And Rios has had a decent bat of late, and in this game's got a double and a single, 2 for 3.
Yeah, you would not expect the sacrifice.
Diaz lead runner at second, and fouled off by Rios. A 1-ball, 1-strike count. White Sox have not had the lead in this game.
You can tell they're playing for the go-ahead run here and counting on the bullpen, taking Quentin out of the game.
Rios only 178 with runners in scoring position this year, and he's had 90 chances. Here's the 1-1 in the air to left field. PA, he's got it. Runners halfway, go back. Hit it on the button, but right at him. Orioles are going to be taking on the Yankees here at Camden Yards Friday, August 26th through Monday the 29th. It is a 5-game, 4-day series. Good seats still remain for all 5 games. Doubleheader Saturday, day-nighter. That's the 27th. So paint the park orange. 888-848-BIRD, Orioles.com. A very unusual 5-game series against the Yankees. Unusual against anybody to play 5. So here's Adam Dunn. Only one away. Runner still at first and second. Dunn hitting 144 with runners in scoring position. Back into the screen for a strike.
Yeah, that one just missed his on-deck hitter.
You think you're safe standing there, and Gordon Beckham leaned away. It's hard to hit a ball right there. 0-1 count. Dunn is the strikeout leader in the American League, and he's added to it with 2 Ks tonight.
One swinging and one looking.
Quentin hit by a pitch. Diaz running for him at second base, single. Pierzynski's at first. And Johnson will get another strike off the foul ball. Dunn 2 for 4 with a home run lifetime off Jim Johnson.
Well, so far when they've got ahead of Adam Dunn, they try to go away. Have him give up on a breaking ball or back door.
1-2 delivery to him. Dunn goes after it and missed it. Heading over to third base goes Diaza. Dunn arguing that he fouled the ball off. It's a strikeout. Isaguirre not started out, then went back.
This has been the formula. Get ahead of them, sit on the outside corner, and a good changeup from Jimmy Johnson severely expands the zone.
See the runner advance from third. Diaza on the wild pitch. Staying at first base, Pierzynski. Dunn, another 3 strikeout ball game. We were told before the game Dunn is on the way to setting a new record for games in which he strikes out 3 times and doesn't get a hit. That's what he's done so far tonight. Ground ball will be fouled off. So Gordon Beckham up. Beckham with a single, 1 for 3. First and third, 2 down.
Yeah, they wouldn't exactly tell us the number, but at the same time.
Yeah. That's not exactly a record you want to hold. Jim Johnson only 1 wild pitch on the year. Got a speedy run of Diaz at third base. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Breaking ball and a good one. 0-2.
Well, lefty Matt Thornton up in the White Sox bullpen. Again, he had 3 left-handers, 3 right-handers. Very balanced bullpen for the White Sox.
Here's the 2-strike delivery.
Try to nail that outside corner with a 4-seamer. Just missed.
The White Sox are getting the first 2 on in this inning. The only movement of the runner from second on the wild pitch. Beckham will foul it off. Key moment in the game again, and there'll be a few more the way this one has gone. Tied at 4-4. 1 ball, 2-strike count. Johnson to Beckham, and Beckham will take it away. 2-2.
Just missing. Just trying to hone in that outside corner. That's Reader's slide out to the corner and just off.
Beckham, a contact hitter, only 20 walks this year. 79 strikeouts. 2-2 delivery, and he's gone. Johnson got him to go after that one. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 2 are left on base. So the Orioles going to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 4. Their favorite pets, dogs and cats, the 2012 Orioles Pet Calendar. Presented by Southwest Airlines. You can get yours. It's a 15-month calendar. Benefits the Baltimore Animal Rescue and Care Shelter. Just call 888-848-BIRD or go to Orioles.com for your 2012 Orioles Pet Calendar. So a ball game yet to be decided. Great place for a sit-down, an adult beverage, and a great view of the game. Diazzo stays in the ball game, playing in right field. He came on to run for Carlos Quentin.
So they have Quentin out of the lineup. Now just sort of rolling the dice to try to get the lead right there.
Robert Andino a single, an RBI, 1 for 3 in the game. Andino will foul it back. Jesse Crane on in relief in the 7th inning. Gave up 1 hit, left a couple on base, but got out of the inning. The Orioles are 14-12 in 1-run games. White Sox 17-16. Both games in this series have been decided by just 1 run. And this one is kind of heading maybe in that same direction.
Yeah, really, the hits almost dead even. Errors. Men left on base, but an even series. Just that the White Sox have come out on top twice.
The Orioles with the consecutive losses by a run here at home. That had not happened since April of 2009. And the White Sox winning consecutive 1-run games here. That hadn't happened since '93. Andino with a big cut and a 2-ball 2-strike count. Now the Orioles looked like they had the formula down here after not getting early runs in games. They actually got a run in the first and 2 more in the second. They hadn't scored a run in the second inning for some dozen games. They got that done and actually built it up to a 4-0 lead before the White Sox got on the board in the 6th inning, and then a big 3-run 7th inning tied the ball game up. Two balls, 2 strikes, and Andino.
The White Sox 2 4-run leads in game 1 and game 2 of the series with him. And up in the bullpen, he had a big out in last night's game. And tonight, the Orioles with their own 4-run lead.
Cleveland with a big lead over Detroit, 10-3 late in the ball game. Another night where the White Sox may have a chance to gain some ground on the leading Tigers. That's going to be just foul. Three and 2 and Robert Andino.
You would assume Ullman is getting up for Markakis, who's a few hitters away.
White Sox have a 5-game win streak overall and a 7-game road win streak on the line tonight. Ullman got Markakis in the ball game on a strikeout last night. Andino again, the 3-2 delivery to him in the air to center. Rios will get under it, and Andino retired. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Orioles may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles. Beautiful night for a ball game, and the ball game is going to be decided late. Here's PA with a single, a walk, strikeout, and a line out. In the leadoff spot, Vladimir Guerrero not playing in the ball game, so available off the bench tonight. Buck Showalter said Vladdy will be back in the ball game tomorrow.
He has big numbers against tomorrow's starter, Mark Burley. Just figured he'd give him the day.
0-1 pitch, slow roller. 2-strike count. Jesse Crane with a count at 2 strikes. And a high heater. Second strikeout for Crane.
He straight changeup in the dirt, and then he goes to the high fastball in the 0-2 pitch. And pretty much right to the glove of A.J. Pierzynski. Chases the high hard one. Second time he struck out tonight.
Here's J.J. Hardy. 4 for 4 ball game. A home run and 3 singles. His second 4-hit game of the season.
He's already homered off Jesse Crane in the series. A 3-run homer off him in game 1.
1-0 delivery, and Hardy on a breaking ball away. Hardy looking for his first 5-hit game of this year. .412-0 for the Orioles, .410-0 for the White Sox. Crane will miss inside, and a 2-ball 1-strike count. Oriole closer Kevin Gregg in the pen. Here's the 2-1 delivery, and Hardy will foul it back.
It was kind of amazing to me because the base hits that Hardy has this year is pretty much a dead pull hitter. It's not like he used the whole field to add these kind of numbers. I mean, he just fastballs that are away from him, he'll still go ahead and pull it.
He's never had a 5-hit game in his career. He's had 4 hits 9 times now, but never the big 5. 3-ball 2-strike count.
Look at the 2-2 pitch. They want it down in the dirt. It's a straight changeup. So I'm trying to throw something unusual to J.J. Hardy.
3-2 delivery, and Hardy takes it, and he's gone. Good pitch by Crane that dropped into the strike zone. He sets the side down in order. 4-4, 9th inning coming up. All on Masson, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines' new Rapid Rewards, unlimited reward seats, and no blackout dates. Busy day in the Inner Harbor, lots of vacationing families around the Inner Harbor today, and a beautiful day to be out. Here's Kevin Gregg.
He'll make it out of the Oriole bullpen. He's already worked an inning in this White Sox series, 46th game of the year for the closer. 3.48 ERA, 17 out of 21 in save opportunities. 44 innings of work, 28 walks on the high side, 39 strikeouts for the veteran right-hander.
And Morel will foul it back into the screen. Morel with a very big RBI double that came in the 7th inning. Knocked the starter, Tommy Hunter, out of the ball game. And would be part of an inning in which they got 3 runs on 5 hits to tie the ball game up.
That's the exact part of the lineup that he came in to face in game 1. He's come in to face 9-1-2.
Here's the 0-2 delivery, and that will miss down low. Morel then the top of the order. One ball, 2 strike count. Morel is also grounded out and flied out. And he'll tip that one to second base. Played by Andino. One away, 9th inning. Follow the Orioles with the MLB.com at Bat 2011 app, iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. Scores, highlights, updates, and you can even check in at home games for a chance to win prizes and upgraded seats. Text at Bat 31826 to go to Orioles.com. Greg gets the first out. Here's Juan Pierre. Double single his last 2 times up. That single in the 7th inning, 2 RBIs that tied the game.
Well, that was the heartbreaker. He had been 1 for 12, his first 12 in the series, and then 2 hits his last 2 times up.
He'll take a strike, 1-1.
That's about as shallow as the outfielders, as you'll see. Adam Jones in center and Felix Piet in the left.
Slash hitter. Pierre will foul that one off. Vizquel waiting on deck, 1 away. Left-handers 265, right-handers 192. Off the Oriole closer. Fastball will miss up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Frazier in the bullpen. Two by Greg. In the air, right field. Again, Markakis back towards that well, and he's got it. 2 down.
And Markakis so able to go back. Couple long run against some of these, I guess, singles hitter, Juan Pierre and Vizquel at the plate, been able to go back to that right center field alley and cover a lot of real estate.
Vizquel drove him back there in the 6th inning. Vizquel's had a single, 1 for 4. 4 runs, 12 hits for the Orioles, 4 runs, 10 hits for the White Sox. The Orioles have left 10 on base, and the White Sox 7. 0-2. Birkin, a third of an inning, 2 hits. Johnson, an inning, a hit and 2 strikeouts. After Tommy Hunter pitched very well, 4 runs, 7 hits over 6 2/3. Here's the 0-2 delivery, and that's outside. Philip Humbert for the White Sox, their starter, 4 runs, 11 hits over 6 innings. He gave up 2 home runs, but he's non-decisioned. He held him in. Jesse Crane, couple of innings, gave up 1 hit, struck out 3. Reached for to second base, Andino. Running throw, and he got it. So Greg comes on and retires the side in order. We go to the bottom half of the 9th inning. The Orioles need 1 to win. Markakis, Jones, and Wieters.
Extra post game. Now, as disappointing as it is that the Orioles lost a 4-0 lead, they haven't allowed the White Sox to get the lead. So all they got to do, get a run, and they go home winners.
It's been a fun game, though, anyway. You know, both times, the first two games, the White Sox took 4-run leads, and now the Orioles tonight had a 4-run lead. They gave it back. It's all in the game, but the Orioles have a chance now. J.J. Hardy, 4 hits on the night.
So the heart of the order is coming up. Markakis, Jones, and Wieters. Will Ullman about to pitch. O's need a run. Back to the booth we go. Gary and Mike.
That one big run here in the bottom of the 9th inning. And here is Ullman to face Markakis.
Yeah, the veteran left-hander who's pitched in this series. Yeah, got a hold. He pitched a third of the inning. Got Markakis out. Looks like he's going to try to do the same thing. 39th appearance on the year for the veteran. 37 2/3, 12 walks, 42 strikeouts. So it's having a pretty good year for the White Sox. So I'm sure this is going to be one of those one-batter left-handers. We're going to get Markakis and then off to the right-hander in the bullpen.
So let's update you on the voting for the AT&T Player of the Game. The results so far, you can text in your vote, A, B, or C, to 51862. The results on the O's Extra post-game show. For Ullman, the left-handers hitting only .222 off him, a couple of home runs. Right-handers, though, .278 with 3 homers. So the bullpen will stay ready. Jones and Wieters to follow Markakis. Markakis was struck out by Ullman in the ballgame last night. Crane, a couple of good innings worked. No runs a hit. Markakis a single. That was in his first time up. RBI came in a sac fly. Puts that one in the air to left center field. Pierre. Pitch and an out. And that will be it for Ullman. Jones waiting. Will Ullman comes on, throws one pitch, and gets the out against the left-hander. The specialty role is what Ullman's assumed, and Frazier will come on to pitch against Jones with one away in the bottom of the 9th.
'50th game of the year for the veteran. Just came over in that trade with the Blue Jays. 2-1 record. 3.38 ERA. 45 innings. We've always been a workhorse. 41 innings. Well, 41 hits, 41 strikeouts, just 19 walks for the veteran right-hander. Always up there among the games pitched in.
So here's Jones, who'll look for his second time to end the ball game with a walk-off. He has done it this year. The only time in his career came on May 24 against Soria in Kansas City, and it was in the 9th inning. to win a ball game. The Orioles have only had 2 walk-offs this year. Derek Lee had the other against Cincinnati.
Remember, well, high fastball in the middle of the plate.
So Adam Jones with 1 away in the bottom of the 9th and nobody on. For Frazier, the right-hander's hitting only .224 off him and only 2 home runs. Left-handers .265 and 3 home runs. Frazier is 9th in the American League in games appeared in. And a strike taken by Jones, leaving it up 1-1.
And Jones 1 for 9 lifetime against the veteran. It's a fastball, a little bit of a cut fastball to throw. Right there was one of them. And a pretty good breaking ball. Yes, the wheels keep turning.
3-hit ball game for Jones. Single, homer, double. 1 RBI. Adam will foul it back. This is one of the better games that Jones has had against a team that shut him down in the first 6. He was hitting only 182 against the White Sox coming into the ball game. No home runs. And lifetime only 215 off White Sox pitching. Orioles trying to grab that lead back for one last time after they led it 4-0 earlier in the ball game before the Sox got on the board in the 6th inning. In the air to right center field this time. Diaz, of the right fielder, called off. Rios will put it away. 2 down.
A little bit towards the end of the bat.
So that'll bring Wieters up. Matt left-handed, .234, 5 home runs. Right-handed, .330, and 5 home runs. Two away. Frazier with a changeup. If we go more, Gonzalez will be in. One strike count to Matt Wieters. And that'll be in the seats. One for 4 in the ball game and 5 for 11 in the series for Matt Wieters. End of July, Wieters' offensive numbers were going down. He's picked it up again in August. He was hitting .308 coming into the ball game in August. Frazier away that time, 1-2. White Sox bullpen trying to keep those numbers alive on the road. That great .88 ERA in the last 23 road games. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Wieters to third. Morel's got it. High throw and got him. As the Dunn able to get the bag. So we've completed regulation at 9 done. Game not decided. 4-4. Gonzalez will be on in the 10th. 12-0 for the Orioles, 4-10-0 for the White Sox. We go into extra innings. Gonzalez out to pitch.
He's not allowed to run in 10 of his last appearance. Pretty good break him off in Fenway Park, getting Kevin Youkilis. Adrian Gonzalez goes down swinging. So 42nd game of the year, 1-2 record, ERA about 5.5, 1 out of 2 in save opportunities. 37 innings, 43 hits, 18 walks, and go along with 31 strikeouts.
So Gonzalez will face the middle of the order. Konerko, Diaza, who's in for Quinton, and Pierzynski. Right-handers 351 off Gonzalez this year. Left-handers 216. And a strike on the inside corner. Konerko started the day with a single as an RBI and a ground ball out, 1 for 4. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and Konerko will take it. Change-up miss. One will burn way inside on him. A 2-ball, 1-strike count from Gonzalez.
Gonzalez has not faced Konerko in the past.
Two-one delivery, and he went around. The Orioles, RBI Hardy with a home run. Jones a home run. Sac fly by Markakis. And Dino with an RBI single. The White Sox 2 RBIs by Pierre with a single. RBI Morel base hit. Konerko the ground ball out RBI. 4-4 game. And that is a foul ball. Konerko's leg so bad that if he thinks it's going foul, he doesn't even start to move out of the box.
It's even like barely foul. I'm going to wait. A couple of those tonight.
That left leg really hurting where he got hit in the calf.
They've been throwing him changeup after changeup on this at bat from Gonzalez.
And got him. One away in the 10th inning.
Just not giving in and giving him a fastball to hit. Straight changeup, bounces it, and a few times you'll see Konerko expand the strike zone.
Alejandro Diaza will get his first at bat. He came on as a pinch runner for Carlos Quinton. Stayed in the ball game to play in right field. White Sox last year, he played in 19 games, put up some decent numbers. AAA, a .302 hitter last season. Over 600 games in the minors. He hit .282. Here's the 0-1 delivery to him. And that's going to miss up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. 27 years old, out of the Dominican Republic. Has been with the Florida organization and now the White Sox. He was claimed off waivers from the Marlins back in 09. Gonzalez, 2 ball, 1 strike count. Diaz chases that high hater, and no chance on that one.
Yeah, best fastball of the night, 94 from Gonzalez.
Diaz came up on July 27 from AAA. 2-2 delivery to him, and that'll be up high again. So a 3 ball, 2 strike count. Three-two delivery. Diaz fouls it back. Diaz in these situations, you're really one of those hitters. I mean, you want to keep everybody off base, but Diaz has got speed. So he can cause some havoc where you're only looking to produce 1 run.
I think that's where speed becomes an important factor in this game. They're playing very shallow in the outfield.
3-2 delivery again. Diaza goes down swinging. Gonzalez 2 Ks.
Him not giving in, getting a fastball. This one slider, low middle of the plate. Diaza tries to go to that flat-footed approach, just can't stay back long enough.
Now Przinsky with 2 down, nobody on. We're in the 10th inning and a 4-4 ball game. The White Sox won the first 2 each by 1 run. Przinsky 0 for 2 off Gonzalez, and will take the strike. Not agreeing with Jim Hoy's outside corner call. Przinsky will take that one down the line, and that is a fair ball into the corner. PA, as it rolls around, will get it back in. And Przinsky's delivered a 2-out double. He's got a 3-hit ball game, 3 for 5.
And he really has been a pest in this series. He's 7 for 12. Coming tonight, having knocked in 4 runs. It's like there's something up and out over the plate. He's just been content to slap it the other way.
So with 2 down, the potential go-ahead run on at second base for Rios. Rios an 0 for 1 off Gonzalez, but he's been a problem for the Orioles. Tonight he's 2 for 4. And he will take the pitch away for a ball. So Rios with another big opportunity. He's had a number of them in the game, and he's delivered. Leadoff double in the 5th, and then the single, and would score in the 7th. Przinsky not fleet of foot at second base. Ball to short. Hardy's got it. And that's the 10th for the White Sox. The Orioles will try and win it in the bottom half. Reynolds, Davis, and Reimel do up. Good job by Gonzalez. Have used the homer to get themselves here.
Yeah, they started early with the J.J. Hardy, second batter of the game, going deep to left center field. Adam Jones in the 5th inning, they went in the Oriole bullpen. One time had it built up to a 4-0 lead.
And then the White Sox came storming back. And now Oriole hitter's going to have to do it again. If anybody can do it, here's the man. Reynolds has an 0 for 4 in the ball game. He hasn't had a hit in the series. 0 for 12. Fraser on for the second inning of work. He got 2 outs in the 9th. Ullman a third of an inning, getting the hitter he was charged with. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That will be foul back. Orioles are 4-6 in extra inning ball games. The White Sox are 5-9 in extra inning ball games. 15 extra inning games for the White Sox. Reynolds 1-1.
Yeah, Kansas City's played 70 and they've won 10.
It'll be taken outside. Reynolds has an 0 for 2 off Frazier. They give him that hole up the middle. Guarding the lines. Morel's standing on the chalk line at third. That's towards the middle. Vizcaldo will have time to get over and get the out.
Look at the Orioles box score tonight. Felix Pierre 1 for 4. J.J. Hardy in that 2 slot. 4 for 5. 3 singles, solo home run. Markakis single, sacrifice fly. Adam Jones hitting in the cleanup spot tonight. So most of the offense really being supplied by the top of the order tonight.
Chris Davis, a single his first time up and scored. Sends an intentional walk and 2 fly ball outs. And Davis trying to end one right there. And a 1-strike count. A lot of runners in this game. 18 combined left on. 10 by the Orioles. 23 hits and 8 runs. That's a lot of folks running around the bases.
That's what we talked about this whole series. Game 1, 7-6. Both teams 10 hits. Last night 4-3. Both teams 7 hits. Tonight 4-4. One with 11 hits and the other with 12.
Chris Davis with his 3 at-bats in this ball game has reached the 100 at-bat mark for the year. For the Orioles, this is game number 6 for him. For the O's, he has picked up a double, a home run. 0-2 delivery goes the other way. They weren't playing him there. Pierre will come on to get it. It'll be a single. So Davis gets a 1-out single in the 10th.
It's one of those take what they give you. Get a runner on. Straight change. You can see the grip and a pretty good one. Nice bit of hitting by Davis. Flipping it into left.
Nolan Reimold. Reimold is 0 for 4 in the ball game. 1 for 8 in the series. One away in the bottom of the 10th. Reimold 0 for 5 off Frazier. In the air, left center field. That ball is way back. And goodbye. Home run. Nolan Reimold, a walk-off homer. And the Orioles, with 2 in the 10th, have won it.
Happened so quickly. A hanging slider in the middle of the plate. Reimold hits it a long way into the White Sox bullpen. Down by the crack of the bat. Hit perfectly. Up and out over the plate. It's over the Oriole bullpen and into the White Sox bullpen.
Frazier takes the loss. 2-2. Gonzalez the winner. He is 2-2, and the Orioles wrap it up as Nolan Reimold gets the Orioles' 3rd walk-off home run of the year, joining Jones and Derek Lee. And the O's win it in extra innings by a score of 6-4, and there's tonight's hero. So the Orioles have a chance to even up this series tomorrow. The finale, Chris Tillman on the mound against Mark Burley. Coverage begins at 6:30 on Masson 2 HD with O's Extra, presented by Verizon Wireless. The game will be at 7. For Mike Flanagan and all of our great crew here at Camden Yards, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks for being with us. A dramatic finish as Nolan Raimo belts the 2 RBI homer in the bottom of the 10th for the Orioles' 6-4 win. Recap coming. Adieu.